Good morning, everybody. This is my beautiful cat, Kiba.
That's a
He
Kiba.
is trying to mess with my setup. So instead of letting him destroy what I'm using, I am showing him off. All right, say goodbye and don't bother me. I love you. So despite not being a class day for me, today was very busy. And in the busyness, in the midst of feeling overwhelmed, I think I learned something about the value of doing this for me. So if you haven't noticed from all the goals and habits that I'm trying to implement for myself this month, a lot of those things take up my time in addition to my job and going to school full time. And that can get overwhelming. And I think that implementing mindfulness that I've been talking about over the course of the last few weeks has been helpful, but also this has been helpful. And I think part of it is because this is a routine. This is something that I do toward the end of the night or in the morning if I've forgotten to do it earlier on. But beyond being a routine, I think the act of being creative, talking to myself or talking to you, depending on how many people are watching the video, for me, it's somewhat therapeutic to think about what can I talk about in a day. I think it's even better when it's something that I think will be meaningful for you, as opposed to a video that's just kind of talking about my own thoughts or my own day or my own habits. Beyond the therapeutic aspect of getting my thoughts out there and maybe encouraging you to stick to your goals or informing you about something you don't know, I think that also the act of editing and cutting these pieces together, even though it sometimes takes a little bit of time, I also think that it's beneficial for my psyche. Just thinking through, does this sound the way that I intended it? Am I presenting information in a clear and helpful manner? Am I being concise? Am I being too verbose? Am I wasting space, filling it with hums? It's an opportunity to be somewhat self-critical and think, next time, how can I improve this step by step to the point where I'm really proud of the final product that I create? And part of that, as you're seeing in this video, was just adding a little bit of lighting to make my videos more consistent in the light levels and also the quality, because if you didn't know, your camera quality depends a lot on the light that it's letting in. And it's going to give me a little bit more versatility when I'm editing to make the final product look better as well. But I'm thinking through all these things so that I can make, number one, something enjoyable, something informative, something relaxing, but also something that looks visually interesting. And I know that I've been talking about my challenges that are going to be coming up in February, which is not new challenges necessarily, though that will be something that happens, but kind of the summary of what the challenges that I've done over the course of January have been. And I'm hoping that they have even higher production quality than my typical videos. And I think that just something simple like changing a light is going to make a difference in the total overall quality of those types of videos. So that being said, I think this video is meant to do two things. Number one, it's meant for me to test my light to see if I like how it looks and see if I need to mess around with settings on my end. And then secondly, it's an opportunity for me to say that creativity is really cool and it's important, especially if that's the way that you've been designed, where you have the need to express yourself. And after having not done this for so long, and by this I just mean any act of creation, any act of making something that I'm proud of, this is really cool for me, even though at this point I feel like my material could be improved. So I look forward to doing that. Thank you for joining me this far. I hope to just continue to make better and better content as I polish my approach and as I learn more in my classes and as I take the time to reflect back on my theology degree and my psychology degree that I'm working on to kind of integrate those things together to help teach you and entertain you for the rest of the year, and then we'll see where we go from there. So thanks for sticking it out with me through 22 days at this point of daily uploads, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 10 a.m. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, and if you're the type of person to need reminded when these videos are coming up, despite me saying every video 10 a.m. every single day, you can click the little bell icon underneath the video to be notified. That's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Push the button.
I'm pushing the button.
Push the button.
Pushing the button.
Push the button.
I'm pushing the button.
Push the button.
Push the button.